It's a beautiful night here in Bossier City, Louisiana. SFL action here on this Sunday night as the Fort Worth Toros coming into the night at 6-3, taking on the Bossier City Steamers. Hello, everybody. Ethan Muslin here with my partner, Mr. Alex West. Alex, you got the Bossier City and the Lone Star Retros tonight, looking pretty nice. And they are really needing to keep up with the standings in the South Division. Louisiana won earlier this week. They're at 4-5. Bossier City got to keep it up to stay on the tiebreaker and try to keep in the playoff hunt. What are we seeing about Bossier City trying to take down this Fort Worth team?
Well, thankfully for the Steamers, they are at home, which does make this less of a tall order. Going into the Fort Worth house and trying to beat them in their own dome is a tough ask, but thankfully they're within comfortable confines. What they're going to need to do tonight to be able to effectively upset here, because they are the underdog, is going to be an effective passing attack under Ace Fennec, and he's got to limit his turnovers. We know he can sling the rock. He's third in the league in total yards at 2,099 exactly coming into this game. 12 touchdowns, good for 8th in the league. We just need to see him limit those turnovers. He's thrown 16 picks. Oh my goodness!
There's a near turnover there on the fumble for the kickoff, but Fort Worth, looks like Fort Worth fell on it. Recovered on the play. Oh man, just popped right out. But Xavier Knight was right there to pick it back up, and Fort Worth is going to start from their own 27. Wow, that was an unfortunate start of the game. Almost a near turnover for the Toros. Hopefully it's not a harbinger of things to come. 1st and 10 for Marcus Dunhill, who's under center with 3 wide receivers. Gonna roll out to the right, faces pressure, checks it down the other way. And the pass will be completed to J.C. Bacon. It's actually going to be a loss of 1 with Stephen Fellows on the tackle.
The heat was coming for Dunhill, who was on that rollout to the right. He only had Jay-Z in the flat, and Jay-Z ultimately being behind the line of scrimmage, just easy for the defense to swallow up.
So the check down goes for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11. Twins to the left. Dunhill on the quick step, getting away from the pressure. Oh, and batted away, incomplete. Stuart Zemelia getting his hands on the ball. Now 3rd down and 11.
This defensive squad is flying tonight. The Steamers feeling some vigor here. They have beaten the Toros 9 out of 11 times throughout these two squads' histories matching up together.
They'll have trips bunched to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd down and long. Dunhill will throw. Time up the middle. It's going to be short. Good catch for Cade Stevens, but it's only going to go for about 10 3/4, and that will force out the punting unit.
I would not be surprised if they either go for it or toss it. Oh, wow, they're not going to challenge it. They're going to let it stand.
Yeah, so that'll bring out Jason Baker to punt this away. Probably not a bad idea, although a fake could have been really interesting. And this will be taken right at the 32-yard line. Nothing to do and on the return. And Bossier City will set up on that same spot. That will bring out that 3rd-rated quarterback, as we talked about earlier, Ace Fennec, 3rd in the league in passing yards, just a hair under 2,100 passing yards. 12 total touchdowns, puts him 8th in the league in that scoring category. Of course, we talked about the storyline for this entire league, how the touchdown to interception ratio has been really on the downturn, but there's plenty of opportunities to try to get that on the positive side, but that pass into coverage is incomplete.
And that's just a consequence of how physical the defenders are out in these open spaces. You see Adam Leach there, not hesitating to absolutely light the receiver up there as that ball is arriving. Good timing on it too, no flag.
Sets up splits on each side, twins on each side, excuse me, so 2 and 2. Vin Calia, the man in motion to the right side. He was the intended target on that last pass. Fennec will throw. Time in the pocket, down the middle, intercepted! Wide open in the middle of the field for Fort Worth is number 21, Ben Stone.
An utterly wild situation here where Ben Stone is lurking deep, and Ace Fennec just doesn't clock him at all, doesn't even see that he's there lurking, tries to hit his tight end on the seam route there, but is punished immediately.
And that's been the big problem for the Bossier City Steamers. Their turnover differential is one of the bottom in the league, 20th, with a -13 differential, and that's just going to keep the number going further down the hole as a run for JC Bacon will go for about 5 yards.
And J.C. Bacon's one of the better backs in this league. He's someone we've talked about a lot, someone whose name regularly gets called. And he only has one All-Star appearance, though.
Still early in his career, though. He'll have plenty of chances to get up there as this handoff will go to the right side. That one is Aaron Alexander, the fullback, doing some running duties, and he gets the first down.
I think it's very interesting how they do use these two guys as interchangeable halfbacks. J.Z. Bacon, a bigger physical stature at 5'11", Aaron Alexander 5'8", but Alexander outweighs J.Z. by 42 pounds at 250. He's a little bowling ball.
Yeah, and that nice bowling ball roll down the lane, get a little action. Dunhill going to roll to his left on first down. Going for the deep ball, has the man open. It's Henry McGee down to the 12-yard line. And it's 20-yard gain to get inside the red zone.
And this is a savvy veteran play by Dunhill to watch this play develop. He's got the rollout to the left. He knows that there is the opportunity there for him to strike on the outside, but he has to wait for that cornerback to turn their hips. That's Stuart Zomelia, who actually turns his back away from the play there. So the safety is the one who makes the tackle.
Just outside the 11-yard line. Split receivers, 1st and 10. Pressure coming down the middle. Oh, and it's deflected, incomplete. Hands on the play there from Freddie Trammell to knock the ball away.
The former San Diego Maverick and the former All-Star lurking there, almost got a pick of his own back to snuff this drive. You got to think that would have been so huge for this defense.
One of the 14 San Diego Mavericks to come to Bossier City after San Diego decided to take a little bit of a hiatus. Dunhill trying to run it himself, and Jobu McSlim going to bring him down for a loss of 2. Now it'll be 3rd and long.
And this is just something that takes the wind out of your sails, because with how effectively that they've been in defending this shorter field for Jobu McSlim to absolutely eat in the one-on-one there against the guard. Just,
Tough Slen there, and I should correct myself. There are 11 former San Diego Mavs now on the Steamers roster. Man in motion to the right side for 3rd and 12. Dunhill stepping back down the center, rolling right, gets it away, and overthrew his target, incomplete. And the intended target there, the tight end, Robert Garrett Jr., but looked like that was thrown into a couple of maybe double coverage.
Not only was it double coverage, it was a situation where he had to get the ball out because he felt the pressure coming. Stephen McFellows II, the defensive end, won his one-on-one and was coming screaming off the weak side.
So they'll bring out Emilio Rose to try a 31-yard attempt right in the middle of the field. Good snap and hold. It's going left. Oh, and it just gets inside the crossbar, up and through. And that will make it a 3-0 ball game here in the first quarter.
Flirting with a doink off the left post there. That's you know, aim more for the center of that one. Don't try and get fancy here.
I think that might be Amelia Rose's style. I think she tends to fade the ball. So having it go a little bit to the left, knowing it's going to go right, is probably the best way to hit it right down the middle. Kick will be taken from about the 2-yard line. Run up the middle, returned to about the 29 by Pink Lisa. So we will see the Steamer offense get back out onto the field. We'll see Ace Fennec try to recover from that tough opening drive. Yeah, ended up going 2 plays before that interception hit. So they'll start from their own 29-yard line. 3 receivers for Ace. They go for the draw up the middle, and Hunter McWaffle getting his first run of the game will get maybe a yard, and he's brought down by E.K. Vincent.
And this forward Toros defense absolutely asserting itself early. They have one of the best defenses overall in terms of yards allowed and points allowed per game.
2nd and 9, 3 receivers from the eye. And it will be a handoff. McWaffle gets a block and gets up to the 35. So now 3rd down and 3. They have an opportunity to move the chains.
Huge run by McLaughlin there. Don't expect to see them out for the snap. Probably going to be looking to rotate in Speedy Gonzalez, but that is just a life-giving play.
I'm looking at that right. Adam Williams on the fullback position here as Fennec will throw. Right side, jumping catch and intercepted. Delaney Nash running down the left sideline. Will get out of bounds at the Bossier City 26-yard line. And another devastating turnover for the Steamers.
And this is one that's generated in part because, once again, the pressure is coming for Ace Fennec. He is one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league, so he has to get this ball out, and he knows that. But he fails to register the defender lurking underneath, and this time it's the linebacker who skies up there, and it looks like he's got springs in his shoes.
He had a nice jump, and that's a nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K 23. Pass down the right side for Dunhill is complete for about 12 yards. Back out to Henry McGee for his 2nd catch.
It's going to require another valiant effort here by the Steamers on the 2nd time in a row where the Toros defense is forced to turnover, and given this Fort Worth offense just an extremely short field. So we'll see if they can keep them out of the end zone once again. It's a tough ask.
It is a tough ask, but the Steamers are 5th in the league in fewest passing yards allowed, averaging about 176 yards a game. Handoff up the middle for J.Z. Bacon. We'll get about 4 as he's brought down to about the 10-yard line. Let's introduce that Fort Worth Toro offense. On the quarterback, Marcus Dunhill. Running backs, J.Z. Bacon. Fullback, Aaron Alexander. Henry McGee, Cade Stevens, Stephen Hacker are your wide receivers. Robert Garrett Jr. is the tight end. Emilio Panda, Gordo Irome, and Frank Burks are on the line. There's a handoff, and that is going to be a run for about another 2 yards. Run taken there by the backup running back, Rick Dane. So that'll be 3rd down and 4.
Looking to toss to the left side. They're looking to Emilio Panda there to set the edge, and Gordo and Norm to also try and pave the way.
Twins to the left side, 3rd and 4 from just about the 8.5-yard line. Dunhill throwing, going to the end zone, deflected and incomplete. Good defensive stop there from Zach Holdorf, and that will force Fort Worth to once again kick the field goal.
They do it again. What an incredible stop to come up with. This is a chip shot, though, so we know she pulls left. Let's see if there's a little bit of an adjustment here from Amelia.
And yeah, she'll be on the 25-yard attempt from the left hash. And yeah, there you see the fade as it goes right down Broadway. And there's another field goal to tack on for the Toros. They now lead at 6-0 with 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. So there's 2 turnovers resulting in points. 6 points total, yes, but still points off of turnovers. And that's something that Bossier City is going to have to really clamp down on if they want to keep themselves in this ballgame. Big Lisa on the return. Gonna spin around to about the 26-yard line. Some decent field position for the Steamers to set up their next drive.
I love seeing a defensive player that has the multi-versatility to be able to go out there and field punts. Really gives your entire offense a fresh breath of air on 1st down, and it can't be understated how good that can be for you.
Absolutely. You don't have to worry about any offensive player getting too winded or getting hurt. They're right on the bench getting ready to go. Ace Fennec to throw on 1st down. Deep ball overthrown, incomplete. And that looks like it was Vincalia there, the intended receiver.
And if Ace Fennec doesn't already have 2 interceptions on the day, he puts that ball a little closer to Vincalia, and I think that's a completion. But as it stands, he was trying to play it safe. I understand.
Yeah, and Fennec, unfortunately, kind of on the bottom of the list in terms of interceptions. 16 total for the season, not counting the 2 he's had tonight. Rolling out to his right for 2nd down, back the other way, into coverage and incomplete. I think Calia was again the intended receiver, but he was doubled up there on that play.
Now it's 3rd and 10. They've already been having to ask Ace Fennec to do a lot, and he has been struggling against this Toros defense. This is the moment where he needs to find something.
We're going to get 4 receivers, split 2 and 2. A 41 dime package here for the Toros. And McWaffle's going to go in motion. He's going to go be receiver number 5. 7 on the play clock. Fennick to throw. Pump fakes. Needs to get some time. Gets it away. Oh, incomplete. And that one intended for B. Robo, but again, thrown into double coverage, and Ben Stone is there to knock it away.
And in this league, it's so hard to actually get those deep completions whenever you've got a cornerback that's right on the receiver's hip with a safety over the top, because one of these defenders gets to play the ball while the other lays a big hit. Just got to time it right to avoid the PI, and this Toro squad knows how to avoid those flags. They have the timing down to a T.
Absolutely. So Bossier City forced to punt on the 3 and out. He fielded at about the 31-yard line. Nice run for McGee. We get about a 6-yard return to bring it up to the Fort Worth 40-yard line. Decent start for the Toros tonight. Already 2 scores off of turnovers. 2 field goals, I should say, to make it 6-0 just in this last third of the first quarter.
And what's funny is they've started the last 2 drives for pay dirt in the enemy territory. The first drive, they were in their own end zone, or their own half of the field. Let's see how they do now with a less friendly field position. The 40 isn't bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad. A couple of yards there on that screen pass to Bacon to make it 2nd and 6. But yeah, this was back when they were in this position. They started on their own 27, and it actually was a 3 and out. For Fort Worth to punt it away. So the points are coming off of the turnovers, but in the one drive they've had so far, it hasn't been very productive. Man in motion to the right side. I think that's Garrett Jr. They're going to throw the other direction. Wow. Brought the house on that one. Mickey McGuire just annihilating Garrett to bring up 3rd and 8.
Mickey with something to say, an opinion to share, and he's not shy. Home crowd eating that one up. Holy moly.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8 now. Looks like it'd be a dime pack for the Steamers. 2 and 2 for the Toros. They're going to put Garrett in motion. Makes it trips to the right. Lone receiver to the left. Dunhill steps back. Throws down the middle. Deflected and incomplete. That might have been off a helmet, perhaps, as the ball goes incomplete. Bogey Barr there on the coverage.
And once again, this is the 2nd time now Fort Worth starting from the other half of the field instead of nice and close to the end zone. Quick 3 and out. It's not so easy for them whenever they don't have an immediate turnover, giving them a momentum swing.
Yeah, the 2 drives they've had, they've been from the Bossier City 41 and Bossier City 26. As Dave Axis breaks free, gets some room to run, has a block, spins another one, and there he goes! He's got the convoy! He's got green space all around him! It'll be a punt return touchdown! That's how you get back in the ball game! Dave Axis puts the team on his back, and the Steamers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Special teams! He had a kick return for a touchdown last week, and look at him do it again this time. Off a punt, now a boot 6. I am in awe. Bow down, home crowd. David Axis is putting your team back in it.
Unbelievable there, because here's the thing. Dave Axis's first kick return for a touchdown this season was last week. I called it. It was a 105-yard kick return touchdown. This one went for about 70 and change as the kick from Matt Fennick is up and through to make it 7-6. Here's the other thing, though. That's his first ever punt return touchdown in his career, the same way his first kick return touchdown of his career happened last week.
Unbelievable back-to-back special teams sensations for him, and he has just put the Steamers on top. He's got to be floating.
Absolutely. Kick is being brought out to about the 26-yard line. That's Marcus Knight on the return. So now Bossier City on that incredible punt return touchdown, now in the catbird seat with a 1-point lead. Fort Worth now going to have to really buckle down and do some work to get back on top. Be 1st and 10 from the 26 of Fort Worth. 3 receivers in the eye, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And Dunhill will hand it off. It is Jay-Z Bacon to get about 5 on that play. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Now we'll see if the Steamers defense can force something once again. You know that they're absolutely buzzing after what they just saw. They want to see if they can get some more scores on the board.
Get some more scores or get some good field position. Another handoff. It's going to be a couple of maybe for about 1 or 2 yards there for Aaron Alexander. So a 3rd and mid now coming up.
Here, with it being 3rd and 4, it feels like they have to either dial up a pass play with a few short options or a creative running play here, maybe a draw.
3 receivers versus the nickel. And they're going to put McGee in motion over to the to the left side. Split back set. I see a blitz here. They will rush 5. Dunhill gets it away in time. Oh, there's a catch from Stephen Hacker. He's got room to run down to the 40, down to the 30, to the 20. Spins around and gets inside the red zone to the 18-yard line of Bossier City.
A huge gain for Fort Worth here as Stephen Hacker wins the one-on-one here and then finds himself in all kinds of space, just turns around the defender. Stuart Zamelia there trying to spin on a dime and just lunges the wrong direction, finds himself wrong-footed. Zach Holdorf there is making the touchdown saving tackle.
For now, but that catch for Hacker, 50 yards on one play, and now Fort Worth are inside the red zone. Garrett Jr. going to go in motion to the left. He'll switch the tight end position. 2 receivers split apiece, offset eye. Dunhill going to hand it off, and that's going to be a rush for a gain of 4. Dana once again doing some backup running duties. So now 2nd down and 6. Under a minute to go now here in the first quarter. They're going to go with 3-back set. This looks to be maybe a heavy run. And look at the way Bossier City's stacking the box. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 in the box for Bossier City. Handoff. Going nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
They knew that was happening. Aaron Alexander goes nowhere as Joby McSlim is on the tackle.
Just a little too obvious, and the Steamers were able to respond. When everyone in the building knows it's a run, defense stands tall.
And the Red River Stadium crowd getting loud here. Dunhill to throw, right side, complete, touchdown Fort Worth. The catch to Henry McGee as he finds the corner of the end zone, silencing this Bossier City faithful.
And this is just incredible work by the offensive line of the Toros to absorb a 6-man rush, because both the linebackers in this nickel front came down screaming. It left every single wide receiver in one-on-one matchups. Dunhill gets enough time and finds the window to slot that one in for McGee to catch a frozen rope.
And if you saw the replay there, Stuart Zamelia was trying to go for the football, not trying to get the receiver down, and it ended up biting him as McGee was able to just spin around and go into the end zone. Drive finished with a 14-yard touchdown pass. The kick is through to make it 13-7 Fort Worth, with just a few seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Started off precarious for Bossier City, but they got back into it. They took the lead for a little bit, and now they're going to have to find their way back into the end zone as Pink Lisa will bring it out to the 29-yard line.
And, you know, it's something to note that the Fort Worth did have a good bit of success on that time whenever they were attacking Zamelia. They found some favorable one-on-one matchups with their receivers against him in particular, and Dunhill has been more than happy to look that direction. So now we'll see what Ace Fennec can do here back in his own territory. They're going to need him to lead a drive.
Absolutely, and there'll probably be more in the second quarter than it would be here with only a couple ticks left. Ace to throw, middle of the field, gets it complete. Over to B. Robo, right to the 45-yard line. Great gain of about 18 yards. That's going to be a first down for Bossier City.
And this time you see how there's no one that's really lurking per se. There is the one-on-one coverage that B Robo does actually beat out with a step. Those linebackers not being there left Fennec open to throw that one in.
That'll be the end of one here at Red River Stadium as the Steamers are down on Fort Worth 13-7, but they're moving down the field. You're watching the SFL here on YouTube. Started the second quarter here in Bossier City, Louisiana. Ethan Mussel and Alex West here on the call for you tonight on this beautiful Sunday night for SFL action. Handoff up the middle for Hunter McWaffle. We'll get about 6 yards on the play to bring up 2nd down and 4. Let's quickly introduce that Bossier City offense. Quarterback is Ace Fennec. Running backs, Hunter McWaffle and Speedy Gonzalez. Wide receivers are Dave Access, Vin Calia, and B Robo. Tight ends are Adam Williams and Garrison Blue. A full line on the line of scrimmage. David Parker, Jacob Reed at tackle. Jackson Parker, Byron Oden at guard. Yogi Barr, the man in the middle, as the run for Gonzalez looks like they'll be about a short loss. They'll bring up 3rd and 4.
And they can't just ask Hunter McWaffle to carry the football every single time they need to run a play. But also Ace Fennec is having a rough go of it so far. That one completion we've seen is his only completion of the day so far, 1 of 7.
3rd down and 4. They're just inside Fort Worth territory. You see Adam Williams there in the tight end spot on the left. They're going to put Dave Access in motion to that spot as well. Nickel defense for Fort Worth. Oh, man, the line just collapsed on that play as Jeff Duffy gets through. It's a 4-yard sack, and that'll force 4th down for the Steamers.
And that's just an incredible effort by Duffy to win that one-on-one block against the guard with a nifty swim move. Fennec just doesn't have any time to react before he gets home.
That's sack number 5 for Duffy on the season. So that once again, Danny Dimes will punt this away. Going down the left side, we fielded around the 21. Good special teams coverage to prevent any further gain on that play. It looks like that was Henry McGee on the return. So Fort Worth will set up on their own 25-yard line. The SFL convention is headed to Baltimore for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th to 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. Reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. Great pass down the middle for Henry McGee, getting the first down, getting just beyond the 40-yard line.
And this is a moment where Dunhill is really starting to come into his own today. He sees the one-on-one coverage where the safety is deep, but Zach Holdorf is not in the direct vicinity to play that ball. So he slots out into McGee when there's still enough time.
And we got to give some props here. That gives Marcus Dunhill 40,000 yards in his career, but that one is intercepted. Picked off by Zach Holdorf to bring it back to Bossier City 48. So Dunhill getting 40K for his career, but then the ball gets taken away.
On the very next play, too, you got to suck the wind out of your sails on that one, because this is one where he does try to play against Holdorf again, but this time Zach is not deep coverage. This time Zach is lurking and can jump that route and does.
Unbelievable turn of events. Bossier City getting a turnover of their own after giving up 2 earlier in the first quarter. Now they've got an opportunity to move downfield. Moving the tight end over to the left side. That's Adam Williams, the man in motion. 3 receiver set versus the nickel. And Fennec will pitch it out. McWaffle going to the right side. Will get about 2 before he's brought down by Aiden Davis. Let's quickly introduce that Fort Worth defense. On the line, Jeff Duffy and Jerry D. Gond alongside Luther Gond. Linebackers are E.K. Vincent, Sonny Sky, and Dexter Jackson. On the corners, Tobias Gordon, Adam Leach, and Aiden Davis. Your safeties are Ben Stone and former season 21 MVP Delaney Nash. Handoff for Gonzalez. Gets a few more yards to boot. Now it'll be 3rd down and 4 inside Fort Worth territory.
One of Gonzalez's better runs so far today, but I do think that he'll get more opportunities to show himself off as the game progresses.
Would not be surprised at that. They're going to go for the draw as McWaffle will get the first down to the 38-yard line. Needed 4, got 7.
And this is just incredible play calling here with some trickery. They have established a lot of instances of asking Ace Fennec to sling the rock on 3rd down. So here they catch the defense wrong-footed with a nifty draw.
I think if I'm remembering that correctly, that was 3 consecutive runs for Bossier City. Looks like Ace Fennec was trying to take it himself, but it'll be a loss of 4 on the sack. And that is, once again, Jeff Duffy with the tackle.
And this is a good job by the line, who is buying as much time as they can. Duffy does ultimately win after a second swim move. Fennec is the one who decides to try and tuck, but has nowhere to run.
Ends up as a loss of 4. Now 2nd and long. Ace to throw. 4-man rush. Look out! He's down for a 10-yard sack. Jerry D. Gond on the tackle. And I think that might have been Luther Gond there as well.
And this is the unfortunate Achilles heel of Ace Fennec. He doesn't have a good clock in his head. He has taken so many sacks coming into this game. 19 coming into this game, and the defense has already gotten to him twice.
And that was actually Jeff Duffy there again on the tackle, on the assist. 3rd down in a country mile. They're going to run it to McWaffle. It gets back to the 45. But Tobias Gordon there on the stop will bring 4th and very long. So what looked to be a promising drive, 2 sacks, have pretty much just killed it. So Danny Dimes will come out once again to punt it away. Kick going to the left. Will be fielded at about the 12-yard line. Henry McGee trying to get a decent return, and does so. Gets about 11 on the run to bring Fort Worth up to their own 23-yard line.
Something to note, this is kind of surprising to me that we've only got a half sack shared between Jerry D. Gond and Sonny Sky, because Jerry D. Gond is leading the league in sacks. He was at 9.5 coming into this one. This puts him at 10 on the season.
A nice little double-digit figure. And probably going to be one of the top defensive players for the season as the rush for Jay-Z Bacon goes nowhere. Bogey Barr there on the tackle. We'll bring up 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers set. Looks to be a standard 4-3. Watch the 5-man rush. They do. Dunhill gets it away just in time, and it's deflected, incomplete. And that's Bob Funk getting his hands on the football, and then make 3rd down and 9.
Home crowd going to get on their feet for this one. They really want to stand behind their squad. This one has huge consequences. They can force a punt here. That gives them great field position.
Split receivers, 2 and 2. Watch the 5-man rush. They'll back it off. Dunhill rolls to his left, has time, throws the left side. Off of the hands of Robert Garrett Jr. 4th and 9 coming up, but that should have been a first.
Feels like it absolutely should have. The tight end there, normally you say hashtag throw it to the tight end, and he's all alone, but just cannot reel this one in. And it didn't look like it was a bad throw. It just looked like a case of stone hands.
Oh, as the wise man once said, don't throw it to stone hands! As the punt is on its way, Jason Baker takes it up, kicks it to the 40, where Dave Axis will make the fair catch. So tough break for Fort Worth. They had almost assuredly a first down, but a little bit of the dropsies from Robert Garrett Jr. gives Bossier City the ball back in prime territory. 1st and 10, trips to the left, 1 to the right. Fennec going to be under center. He'll run back, throws it out right side, into coverage and complete to Vin Calia. Got 13 on the play for a first.
And this has been what kind of coverage the Fort Worth has been putting all night. They've been forcing Ace to actually find these incredibly tight windows because of how they've been playing close-up tight man coverage with safeties looking over the top to try and silence the 1-2 combo of Dave Axis and Vin Calia. That's the first catch that either of those two guys have had all night.
Yeah, it's kind of rare because Callie and Robo are kind of the top two for the receivers. And speaking of the devil, there's B Robo getting a 4-yard pass. Say his name and he appears.
Well, I don't think he's Joe Hendry, but he does get a snag there. Ace Fennick now finally finding some rhythm maybe here. 2 completions on the same drive.
Kind of getting the rust of those first couple of drives off his system as McWaffle tried to cut back inside. And maybe got a couple of yards there before Aiden Davis brings him down. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Gets met in the pocket. That's a one Oklahoma drill for the defense. 3rd and 4. It feels like it's too far to run.
Yeah, a little on the far side.
They did draw it though on that last drive.
They did. So this could be a pass set. They're going to pitch it. McWaffle going to run outside. It'll be a gain of 1. I get the idea for it, but Adam Leach was right there to bring him down. It'll be 4th and 3. Once again, Danny Dimes out to punt.
The home crowd and the sideline is just kind of scratching their heads here like, what do we have to do to effectively move the football? Do we have to throw into double coverage every single down? Because that just doesn't feel like a winning strategy. Coaches are going to have to come up with something a little more creative on this next drive.
The coffin kick, it's fielded at the 10-yard line. Only a couple of yards on the return. As the tackle there made from Bossier City by number 90, Jason Curse. And Fort Worth pinned back the furthest they've been so far tonight. Now on their own 12-yard line.
Now, if the Steamers can avoid a big play, keep everything in front of them, maybe even force a 3 and out, that's a statement for this defense.
Absolutely. It gives them a perfect opportunity to narrow the gap or maybe even get back on top. 3 receivers for 1st and 10. Fort Worth on their own 12. Dunhill gets it away. Complete for about 8 as it's brought in by Cade Stevens, getting his second catch of the day.
And that's kind of the difference so far has been the difference between these QBs is how they've responded to pressure coming. That time we saw a very creative blitz package from the Steamers. Dunhill had the timing down in his head, though, and got that one out to find the one man that he had.
Looks like he got almost 8 in the box here for Bossier City as they're anticipating a run. Hacker's going to go in motion. He's set up in the tight end position. Split tight ends. They will hand it off. Run for Alexander goes nowhere. They'll put him back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there from Bogey Bar to make it 3rd down and 1.
Do it again, boys. Trench warfare at its finest. Show me that triple back package.
I will admit I do kind of have a soft spot for the triple back, and they're doing it again. 3rd down and less than a yard to go as we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. They snap it. Handoff. Alexander gets the 1st down, gets a couple of yards to do it, and keeps the ball in Fort Worth hands as we head to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the first half here in Louisiana, and the Steamers are down by 6 with Fort Worth just getting the 1st down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Ethan Muslin, Alex West here on the call on this Sunday night. Stephen Hacker going in motion to the right side for 1st and 10 from Fort Worth's 23-yard line. They're going to hand it off, and that is Henry McGee doing some running, but doesn't go anywhere on that one as Bogey Bar is there on the stop.
Feels like it's 6'2", 200. You know, we've seen backs that are bigger than him, but not too many. He's kind of tall to be trying to get skinny between those guards and tackles.
And it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of variety, though, as they're going to put McGee now in motion to the left side, set up 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. I believe that's Garrett in the tight end over there on the right. They're going to check it down, completes it over to Bacon, and planted to the turf by Bob Funk, but not before getting another 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5.
He bounced off that one like he was just running straight into a brick wall, right?
That's about right. 3rd and 5 now from the 28-yard line. I formation. They're going to go to the offset for 3 receivers. Handoff. Left side goes nowhere. Another tackle there from Funk as a timeout is called. Bossier City will get the football back on 4th down.
Valiant effort by Aaron Alexander, who does use his smaller height and those shoulders of his to slip in there narrowly, but he's not able to break that tackle to find the first down marker.
Jason Baker to punt this away. We fielded at about the 32-yard line for Dave Access, and he is swarmed immediately. Fort Worth not going to have a repeat of what happened last time, so the Steamers will take control of the football from their own 36.
Yeah, you think they're a little upset about that one? I think they're a little upset about that one.
A little bit. Just a little bit. 49 seconds to go here in the first half. Bossier City trailing by 6. Hoping to get some points on the board before the end of the half. Oh, look at the two defenders moving to the right side. They might be trying to go attack in that position. B. Robo, the man in motion to the left. They will. Brings the pressure. Throws out that way. Incomplete. Looks like that was just a little bit of unfortunate timing for Adam Williams as he was just trying to get it and he got knocked down.
And this looked to be a situation where Ace Fennick didn't really have a lot of quick hit routes to look to. It looked like a lot of those were going down the field and we're going to have some later breaks. Unfortunately, no time to wait for those to develop.
2nd and 10 with 3 receivers versus the nickel. Garrison Blue in the tight end spot to the left. They'll throw that way. Gets it over to Blue for the first down. 13 yards on that play. And then Bossier City will take a timeout.
Only one remaining, so we'll either see the hurry up or we'll see them get a deep bomb here, something. But no matter what, the clock is not their friend.
Yeah, but they have reset the downs. It's now 1st and 10 from their own 49. McWaffle going in motion to the left. They're going to go split receivers. Almost stacking them up on that side. Ace to throw. 4 on the rush. Gets it complete. Over to B. Robo. That'll be good for about 9. There's the final timeout for Bossier City. They're moving down the field now with 36 seconds left.
Now, the big question is, what is the career long for Matt Fennick? So far this season, he's hit one from 47 yards out. He is 13 for 13, so they can get a little closer. He is in play.
I think if you get inside the 35, then you can start thinking about being inside field goal range. Ace to throw. Gonna go left side. Oh, that's just a miscue there, and it's incomplete. He did try. It looks like he was trying to get it over to Axis, but I think that might have just been a bit of a wrong route.
Yeah, and the defense is happy to swarm on that one when they catch the miscommunication. You usually just look at a quarterback size sometimes and know that this one is off route and off target.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Almost 9 in the box for Fort Worth. They're going to go for the shovel pass. McWaffle's not going to get it. So 4th and 1. 4th and 1 on the tackle there from Dexter Jackson.
And that, I think, they're going to go for it.
I like the call, but they're going to have to hurry as the clock is running. 10 seconds to go. They got to get it off quickly, or they might just have to go out of bounds. They're going to fake the handoff. Fennick throws left. Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Garrison Williams, the intended target, but Dexter Jackson broke it up.
And they elect, in that case, to almost take it to the half, but try one more play to see if they can break something deep. I don't hate it. Now the Toros have 4 seconds to work with, a whole whopping 4 seconds. And it's a deep bomb, and that's all there is. Or the Toros will take it to the half, just to be conservative.
They are inside their own 40, but I don't think they're going to risk it. They're just going to run a play and take it to the half here. And that's exactly what they'll do. Dunhill to throw. Left side completes it over to Hacker, who gets popped out of bounds. Does get 13 yards for the first down, but the clock does run out as we reach the end of the first half. A good first half for both of these squads. The punt return touchdown for Bossier City. The reason why it's a 1-score game as the Toros lead at 13-7 at the half. We're going to take a look at some first half stats. And looking at the early going, Fort Worth has been dominant on the ground and in the air. Just overall, Fort Worth's been really good, but Bossier City's been really struggling with those turnovers, and that's been the big factor in this football game.
No doubt about it. The other problem that they've been running into is that they are 1-7 so far offensively on third down. They just have not been able to get any drives pieced together. It's either been incompletions or it's been turnovers that have been their bugaboo so far. The defense is keeping them in this and keeping it close, but if the offense doesn't wake up, I expect the Toros to make some second half adjustments and open it up.
We'll see what happens on the other side of this break, presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. Pink Lisa kneeling that one down deep in the end zone. That'll bring Bossier City out to their own 20-yard line. Tough go for Bossier City there in the second quarter. Their possessions go 1, 2, 3 punts and a turnover on downs. They had nothing going in that second quarter. So let's see if any adjustments get made on this drive. Be a check down completed to Adam Williams, who turns up and gets 5 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd and 5.
It's a new half. It's a fresh slate. Clear your mind.
Absolutely. It's a new game of football. Just got to know that you're down by 6. You just got to do what you got to do. Make the changes you need. Hunter McWaffle going to try to run down the right side. On the outside run, goes for maybe about a yard or so. So brings up 3rd down and 3.
And the playbook is kind of open here, but it feels like Fort Worth is going to be looking to play the run.
And it looks like Bossier City is showing run. They've got split tight ends, 1 receiver left with the I formation. Fennec to throw, rolling to his left, gets it over and completes it to Vin Calia for the 1st down. Got it over to about the 35-yard line for a gain of 8.
And now it's the second half. They're 1 of 1 on 3rd down. There you go. This is a big pitch and catch here. It's one of those things that has been a pass that did not connect at all in the first half. So to see some completions here like this from Ace is promising.
Absolutely. Doing well for himself so far. See if he can keep it up. It's now from the 37-yard line of Bossier City. Calia in motion to the right side from the I formation. They will hand it off. McWaffle trying to get around and maybe gets about a yard or so before being brought down by Dexter Jackson.
Forrest linebacker core is one of the faster units overall, but they all fly to the football with extreme prejudice.
Absolutely. Split receivers, 2 and 2 for 2nd and 9. Axis going to go in motion to the to the right side to set up trips. Ace to throw. Time. Gets it away. B. Robo on the short pass. Completes it, and it'll be 3rd down and inches to go. Good job by B. Robo getting the yards after the catch. We'll be up 3rd and short.
And I love the block that we were seeing Dave Axis hold to make sure that B didn't get hit as soon as he caught that ball.
They're going to go to the jumbo package here. Offset I. Garrison Blue's going to go in motion out to the right side. I believe that's Aiden Davis in pursuit. Pitch out right side. McWaffle, 1st down. Got a block. Got up to about the 50 to the 49-yard line. Nice 4-yard gain for the 1st down.
And that is an absolute pancake by Jackson Parker on the guard, who's coming out there pulling and just sets the edge. A defender is coming looking for the football and then just ends up looking at the sky.
Great blocking on the line of scrimmage. Fennec to throw. Going down the middle of the field. One-handed grab for Garrison Blue. Gets 6 yards on the play. Now back into Fort Worth territory.
And Bossier City is steaming right along. Yes, I said it. Get over it.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
See if they keep themselves on the red line.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm guilty of dad jokes. Come on. That's fine. Hand off for McWaffle.
Oh,
I think maybe he got... No, they're going to call it a loss of 1 there with Delaney Nash on the tackle. So now 3rd down and 5 coming up.
It's been so tough for them running the football today. Fort Worth's been keying in on it over and over again. The safeties are happy to come down.
3 receivers for 3rd and 5 versus the nickel. Ace to throw. Deep down the middle, overthrew his target, incomplete. And that was Dave Axis, the intended receiver there, but little too high for him there.
And now with the field position they have, there's no doubt about it, they have got to punt the football. You just cannot kick a field goal from here.
So 4th down and 5 coming up. And Danny Dimes will punt this away. Fair catch has been called. It's going to go out of bounds. It looks like that could be good to get inside the 15-yard line. So we'll see where they field it. Yeah, they're going to go right at the 15.
And now let's see what the Toros offense has come up with in adjustments in the locker room at halftime.
1st and 10 for Fort Worth on their own 15, still leading by 6 with about 6 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Run up the middle for J.Z. Bacon is denied. Freddie Trammell on the stop. They're going to credit him with about a half a yard.
I'm not a fan of this sudden steer by the Toros to just try and run the football more. They've been killing you through the air. They need to keep that script going.
It's got the I formation versus the nickel. Here comes a 5-man rush. Dunhill with a pocket. Gets it away. Completes it to McGee, who gets to the 30-yard line. Oh, but he is down on the ground.
Oh, my goodness.
Got the 1st down, but at what cost?
And this Toros locker room is extremely thin. Henry McGee, one of their leaders, their position, one of their all-stars from last season, alongside Stephen Hacker, the former Atlanta Storm player, has been huge for them so far this season. So for him to go down is an absolute gut punch. Now it's just Cade Stevens and Stephen Hacker out there unless McGee comes back.
Yeah, they're the top 2 receivers right now for this Toros offense. And Garrett Jr. is going to have to really step up. 1st down from the 31, and the handoff for Bacon is going to go for about a yard with Bogey Barr on the tackle.
And now it suddenly feels like there's a lot more impetus to focus on the run here, but you can't get one-dimensional.
Yeah, can't get one-dimensional, but at the same time, you got to think like you don't want to give Bossier City more time to try to score some points. They will hand it off to Hacker, who will get another 3 yards on the play, and now sets up 3rd down and medium.
Trying the draw there to catch the defense off balance, give him some space to work with. I don't hate it, but at 2nd and 9, it doesn't feel like the move.
Yeah, it feels a little off to try it, but certainly wouldn't have hurt. They're going to go for the pump fake.
Oh, my.
Throws out left side, incomplete. Stephen Fellows, the second, had a beeline for the quarterback, but he backed off. Probably trying to avoid a roughing the passer call, but thankfully it fell incomplete.
One of those moments where he was coming straight away and it felt like there was an unblocked defender, but the timing from Hacker is such that, or from Dunhill is such that you have to veer off to avoid that flag when you know you got one of the fastest gunslingers in the league that you're running at.
Axis going to return this punt from the 30, gets about 7 on the return to bring it out to the 37-yard line. Hey, question for everybody in the chat right now. How many likes do we have on this video so far? Whatever you're seeing, it's not enough. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you've got notifications on so you don't miss a minute of SFL and SFLM action, and help the channel grow through your support. That's going to be coming up soon. The SFL Minor League coming up in a few weeks. The 2nd half of Season 9. Going to get themselves underway. Should be fun to see some of those rookies and developmental players showcase their talents. McWaffle going to run to the left side for 1st down. Gets another 5 yards on the play. And that was a wrap up on that one by number 54, Fort Worth, Dexter Jackson.
One of the best runs they've had of the football all day.
Yeah, they haven't had much in terms of length of yards. I think the longest so far has been an 8-yard gain from McWaffle, so that's kind of right up there in the second tiers. Gonzalez runs out to the left side, gets the first down. We'll get about 7 on the play to move the chains.
And suddenly, this defense is looking like they're a little bit back on their heels, and the Steamer is happy to push forward. The offensive front 5 finally getting some serious leverage here.
So now, once again, in Fort Worth territory, trying to get something going in the enemy field. They're going to go for the draw. McWaffle will get to about the 40-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. So now the running game for Bossier City starting to gain some momentum here. Second down and 2 from the 40. Look at this jumbo package. 3 tight ends in the offset eye. Everything clearing towards a run. They will pitch it out to Gonzalez. Cuts inside, gets the first down. We get about 3 yards on the run, but more importantly, resets those downs up to number 1.
And this is such a turn of events here in the second half. The Steamers are finding their way to get success on early down plays, and that's allowing them to convert 2 third downs so far in this drive alone.
3 receivers for Ace. They run it up the gut for McWaffle, who gets another 6 yards to boot. Boy, I think that's some pretty consistent running for Bossier City. That's the 5th consecutive run they've had this drive. Second down and 4. Again, looking at that jumbo package. Pitch out to the right for Gonzalez. 6th consecutive run of this drive. It's going to go for about a yard as the tackle is made by Tobias Gordon. Now 3rd and 3 coming up.
Well, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. What's fool me 5 times?
You get fooled again. I think that's the quote you're looking for.
Oh, well, they won't get fooled again. 20 runs and 20 passes for BCS so far tonight.
3rd down and 3 with 3 receivers. Garrison Blue, the tight end, to the right side. Fennick will throw. Going for the short pass, and it's broken up. Incomplete. Coverage there on the play from Aiden Davis, and I think Tobias Gordon was there right as well. But Matt Fennick will come out to try the field goal.
Finally, he was looking to warm up his leg a few times previously, especially on that last drive that stalled out on about the 42. Finally, it's within his range.
47 yards from the right hash. He'll tie his season long. It draws. It's good. The kick is through, and that'll make it 13-10 with 1:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And now Bossier City is just a field goal down.
14 of 14 so far. Fennick has been money as long as you can get to where his leg can reach it. And it looks like he has a few more yards out that he could reach from if he's ever called upon tonight.
I think he very well could. He might hit a 50. He might hit a 50 at some point if he needs it. Kick being returned up the field and brought out to the 26-yard line is Redmond doing the return duties there. Jimmy Redmond on that play. So then Fort Worth will now start from their own 26.
And we have a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, it's been a nice little back and forth. You had that touchdown there from Dave Axis on the punt return. That's been the big factor for this Bossier City team to stay in this ball game. Throw is incomplete. Looks like it was knocked away by Bogey Barr.
Very nearly intercepted there. Barr was lurking and got his hands up there, almost snagged it, but instead just paused it out of the air. Quick update, we do have.
Yeah, I was going to say I was about to say it's a close one in Motor City as well, as the V8s are up on the Denver Nightwings 13-7. So good couple of tight games here in the Sunday night block as Bacon trying to run in Jobu McSlim right there on the tackle. No gain on the play.
It looked like a VW Golf that drove straight into a tractor.
3rd down and 9. Split receivers, 2 and 2. Faking the handoff. Dunhill, time to throw. Right side, incomplete. Steven Hacker could not get his hands free, and it'll be 4th and 9.
He got sent spinning like a top by Pink Lacey in coverage that time. She lays a monster hit on him to make sure that he has no chance of bringing that one in. Holy smokes.
And they'll bring out the punting unit once again. Jason Baker on the kick. He fielded right about the 35. Axis is going to try to run it up the middle. Gets about 5 on the return for Bossier City to set up shop at their own 40-yard line. Your time is now to get your voice on the call. We are looking for passionate SFL participants to join our broadcast team for the continuation of SFLM Season 9, kicking off next month. Visit simfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and be one of the biggest difference makers in the future of SFL action. Fennec on the handoff for first down. McWaffle pushing up the middle will get 5 yards on the play. It looks like Delaney Nash might have been there on the tackle.
And that's just crazy extra effort by McWaffle to find some space in that where there is no space and still force extra yards after contact.
Just trying to split through those defenders and manage to get some production out of it. Gonzalez going to run out to the right side. They're going to give him the first down. I thought maybe he got a little bit short, but I think he just crossed the line to gain.
And that is, honestly, I have to highlight once again, that's the second time that we have seen the right guard, Jackson Parker, pull and make a monstrous block out there in space.
1st and 10, just inside Fort Worth territory. Ace Fennec throws into coverage, incomplete. Nice little breakup from Ben Stone on that play.
Tough one to see that one get broken up, but sometimes, you can't just run it on first down over and over again. I respect the Steamers passing there because you got to keep the defense guessing. You can't be too predictable.
In the last 11 plays that Bossier City has had, they've thrown it twice. Both of them have been incomplete. They'll run it again here as McWaffle tried to stay on his feet. Ended up getting 7 yards for his effort, so good second try there to keep it moving. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
And he bounces off contact once, just with a nice little pirouette, and then leans his head forward to get started again. Just incredible running so far from McWaffle on this drive.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Time to put some 4s in the chat, everybody. One more quarter left to play, and the Toros are only up on the Steamers 13-10. You're watching the SFL here on YouTube, where it's time to read us our rights.
The presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Start of the 4th quarter at Red River Stadium here in Bossier City, Louisiana. Ethan Muslin, Alex West on the call tonight. We've got a good one here. Fort Worth leading Bossier City 13-10 with 10 minutes of football left to play. Fennec gonna throw. Gets the first down to Garrison Blue. Just needed a couple of yards and got him. Now it'll be 1st down inside the 40.
And an absolutely critical down that they needed to convert, and Ace Fennec finds the one man who can bring that one in safely across the first down marker. What a job by Blue.
Gets it up to the 38 of Fort Worth. They're going to go for the handoff on the trips right. And McWaffle getting a good run on the play. 7 yards before Ben Stone brings him down.
He's been so effective running the football on first down in the second half. I would love to know what the coaches told this offensive line unit and McWaffle that's allowed them to make such a turnaround against this front seven.
Yeah, so far McWaffle for 78 yards on 18 carries and 24 yards for 6 carries for Speedy Gonzalez. Receiver in motion out to the right. Gonzalez going to run outside. He'll get about 2 yards on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd down and very short to go.
Nearly finds the edge, but he's still developing. He will get faster as time goes on. He's just a rookie, so for him to not make the edge there is no crime. He's still growing. He'll be a big boy soon.
McWaffle going to try for the first down and gets it. Probably got about 1.5 yards. You see the second half stats for the offense on the top left side of your screen. 101 yards of total offense for Bossier City compared to 22 for Fort Worth.
They've really taken their foot off the gas here, and it seems like their motor may have stalled.
And a little run to the outside for Gonzalez goes nowhere as the tackle is made by E.K. Vincent.
And that's one where E.K. Vincent's seen so much film. He knows the potential there is coming for that toss for the outside, and he just flies to the football there.
Yeah, great stop on the line. They're going to go for the draw. And McWaffle trying to push the pile. Got caught in a little bit of traffic. Still got 3 yards for his effort. But now it'll be 3rd down and 7 inside the 30.
Whatever you do, Ace, don't take a sack and don't throw a pick. You're within field goal range. It's not a crime if you don't convert.
They've got 5 receivers against the quarter defense. Fennick will throw. Oh, nearly intercepted, but falls out of the hands of Aiden Davis. That is the best break Bossier City could have had from that formation.
And that was almost a disaster, but Aiden Davis has 8 pass deflections coming into this game. Make it 9, the only 1 interception. You know that this secondary has so many deflections, but only 3 takeaways coming into this one. They've had 2 opportunities. Fennick did not, almost throws another one.
Injury on the field goal kick as Jamal Powell is down for Bossier City. That's going to be a tough one there, but then the secondary center for the Steamers. I believe the kick did go through. It did. So the 41-yard field goal up and through will tie the game at 13 apiece with 7:39 left to go in regulation. If things hold here, we might be seeing some bonus football. Taken from just out inside the end zone. Going to be run out. Trying to run out to the left side, and a decent return on the play, about 34 yards from Ben Stone to bring Fort Worth up to their own 30-yard line. So Fort Worth needs to get some offense moving. They're already down 5-1 in offensive production, and it's allowed the Steamers to get back into this ball game.
The Steamers have scored on back-to-back drives. Fort Worth needs to answer now. They haven't scored since the first quarter.
Aaron Alexander in motion to the left. He's set up as a tight end. 3 receiver set. Dunhill going to roll right. Oh, almost got sacked, but turns it into a catch for Cade Stevens, who gets 15 yards on the catch.
Stepping up big here is Stevens running that deep post route. And what I think is most impressive is that Dunhill's rolling to the right, has basically no time, but sees that there is just the barest fraction of a window left as he lets that one rocket out there.
So far, Dunhill 13 of 25 for 181 yards, a touchdown and an interception. That's kind of been an interesting little dynamics we'll bring up in a second as Jay-Z Bacon's going to run it out. Gets a decent gain on it for a gain of 7. So right now, Dunhill's at 52% completion and a 72.3 QBR. Ace Fennick right now 11 of 24 for 89 yards, 45.8 completion percentage with a QBR of 21 because he has those 2 picks. Both quarterbacks having their struggles in the air tonight. As the run for Alexander will be enough for the first down as they get about 5 on that run.
And this is one thing that Bossier City has done a great job of containing in the second half is that passing attack from Dunhill, but they have to make sure that they do continue to lock down this running game. They can't suddenly get soft up the middle.
Yeah, because the running game can get dangerous here as Bacon's going to run out to the right side. Gets wrapped up by Zach Holdorf for a gain of 6. So right now, the Fort Worth running game now just over 50 yards of rushing on the night. Second down and 4. Again, going into that heavy back set. They'll hand it off. And it's Alexander getting the first down. Just gets about 4 and change to move the sticks as we enter about 5.5 minutes to go here in the ball game.
And that's the first time we've seen Fort Worth line up in that offensive set where Bossier City didn't immediately respond with a heavy set stack the box. And they get the first down there because of it.
Split receivers. They're going to go for the handoff. And Stephen Hacker doing the running as he'll get about 4 yards on the play. That's his second run of the night.
Respectable effort, and that's good enough. You know, if you string a few of those together, that's a first down. But I don't know if Bossier City's got to respond to this running game at some point. Looks like they might here.
They got to really clamp it down here, otherwise they might be down by a touchdown. Dunhill looks to throw, gets it away in time, has the open man. It's Robert Garrett Jr. who gets the first down. Looks to be about a 10-yard gain on the play.
And they finally run a pass out of this set, and it's a zone coverage, which is leaving a giant gap in the middle of the field that Dunhill has the easiest throw all day. Just center mass for Garrett Jr. there.
And you see there, 14 of 26, now 195 yards of passing on the day. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. Wow, that run from Stephen Hacker got absolutely destroyed. Stephen Fellows II was there immediately on the handoff.
Not only that, you also saw Zach Benjamin there coming through, finding a gap in the blockers to make the initial contact, so Fellows Jr. could wrap that one up nice and clean.
Second and a dozen now. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Dunhill, quick step, throws down the middle, will be completed. Robert Garrett Jr. with the catch. Will have the yardage and bring up 3rd down and 6.
And now look at this situation here. The Toros with a must-score drive here. They have responded. They've marched down the field, and they're well within the range of Amelia Rose.
We're going to go for the throw here. Dunhill from the shotgun. Garrett Jr. in motion to the right, sets up trips. 1 receiver to the left. Looks to be a dime pack here for Bossier City on the 4-1. Snap. Dunhill throws right. Caught! Touchdown! Robert Garrett Jr. And the Toros take the lead.
And this is a situation where they saw what they wanted to see from the defensive front. They sent the tight end in motion. Garrett Jr. lining up wide with this outside post route that is just completely uncovered because of the zone scheming that left Zach Holdorf completely out of position.
Yeah, that was great little confusion on that zone coverage, because I think that was Pink Lisa initially on the coverage for Robert Garrett Jr. She bit to the left side. Garrett went to the right as the extra point up and through. It's going to make it a 20-13 game with 3:35 left to go. Join Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green for another edition of SFL This Week at 7:15 p.m. Eastern before the Houston Headhunters fight for their season against the 7-8 Aztecs in the 21st meeting of rivals in this week's Monday Night Spectacular. Kickoff at 8:15 p.m. Eastern with the full Monday Night Spectacular crew right here on YouTube. Dave Axis almost broke off another big run on that return, but brings it out to the Bossier City 30.
Some shifty little steps gives his squad an incredible starting field position overall. You could ask for more, but not too much more with how much effort he had to put into that one. Now all eyes on Ace Fennick and Hunter McWaffle, because those two are going to have to lead this team down the field in 3.5 minutes. Thankfully, they have all their timeouts.
They have all their timeouts, but you see the discrepancy here between on passing yards between Marcus Dunhill and Ace Fennick. It's almost a 3-to-1 advantage. Excuse me, a 2-to-1 advantage for Dunhill. Fennick will throw down the middle of the field, gets it caught to Garrison Blue, who gets the first down to the 48-yard line. They're going to go no huddle. They're going to keep it moving. Fennick to throw, has some time. Deflected at the line and incomplete. Jeff Duffy, who's been a monster on the line of scrimmage, gets his hands up and swats it down.
And that's just a great extra awareness by Duffy to know to get his hands up there. Even though he's been held back from rushing Fennick on that one and he hasn't been able to get home much tonight, he still has been game every down.
2nd and 10 now. Dave Axis in motion to the left side. 3:12 to go in regulation. Fennick to throw, 4-man rush. Will throw the left side, gets it to Axis, goes upfield and gets the first down. Steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Fort Worth.
And I can't overstate how much I love the fact that he has the awareness to step out of bounds, and he does it without the need for contact. He takes no chances that he can be brought down inbounds. He waltzes out to make sure the clock stops.
That is the first reception of the day for Dave Axis. He gets 12 yards for the effort. More importantly, moving the chains and stopping the clock with 3:07 to go. From the 39-yard line of the Toros, trips to the left, one to the right. Defense adjusting. They're going to rush 6. Quick pass, incomplete. That was just a little too late of a I think it might have been a little too early of a throw for B. Robo, and I think he was the intended receiver.
Could question a few things on that one, but clearly B. Robo was not where Ace Fennick was trying to throw that football. Led him a little bit too much. Maybe trying to throw him open and just put too much mustard on it.
I think he probably thought he was going to be a little further down on his route and just didn't get there. Just didn't see it. Here comes the blitz. Throws out to the right side. Complete! Down to the 26-yard line. Looks like that was a completion over to Robo. They're going to go no huddle here with under 3 minutes to go. Fennick to throw. Middle of the field, off the hands of Axis and incomplete.
And almost brought in, but it looked like it came off his fingertips and then he got contacted. It's tough to make that kind of spinning catch, remain grounded, and think you're still going to turn it upfield. I respect the hustle, though.
Yeah, it was a good effort, good play. Just couldn't quite bring it in. 2nd and 10 now. Ace to throw, gets it away just in the nick of time, and B. Robo could not bring it in. Coverage on the play from Adam Leach. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Tough to see if that was a case where it came off of B. Robo or maybe if it was an actual deflection by Adam Leach. He was right there. It was a very close ball.
It seems like these passes are going around the 10-yard line. I think they're trying to get a big chunk of yards, maybe even try to go for the score. Kalia in motion over to the left side. Set up trips, one receiver right. Dime package here for Fort Worth. Fennick to throw. Quick pass. Left side. Completes it over to Kalia. First down to the 15. They'll reset. Now nearing 2.5 minutes to go. Back to the 2-2. Fennick. Right side. Penalty marker down. This could be pass interference.
Oh, almost assuredly DPI.
And it is. It's going to put the ball on the 4-yard line. 1st and goal to go for Bossier City. This is a golden opportunity to tie this ball game.
And this is the do or die time, but it also is a situation where the Toros defense can stand taller than they ever have if they can manage to stand tall here. It's a short field. You cannot allow runs up the interior, but also expect some looks to the flats.
1st and goal to go. They are 12 feet away from tying this game. 3 receivers. Dime package. Adam Williams going to go in motion to the left. 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Fennick will throw. Steps. Throws. Caught! Touchdown, Vin Kalia! And the Steamers are an extra point from tying the game!
And what a throw by Ace Fennick here. He has time. He takes it. He surveys calmly. He sees the seam in the defense as there's a requirement here by Adam Leach to go defend the flat. And as soon as he comes off of the Vin Kalia's left shoulder, Fennick throws a frozen rope and hits him in stride.
And more importantly, you saw on the replay, Vin Kalia made sure his feet were in as the extra point is up and good. We are tied at 20 apiece with 2:27 left in regulation. Fort Worth have time to move down the field and score. It's going to be up to Bossier City's defense to get a good stop. Kick going to be taken deep in the end zone and knelt down for the touchback. So effectively, 18, let's see if I'm doing my math right, 37 minutes and 35 seconds have passed in this game, and we are back to square one. 2:25 to go in regulation. Ball at the Fort Worth 20. 3 receivers, split back set. Man in motion over to the right side, that's Cade Stevens. And there is a man in pursuit. I believe that is, if I'm looking right, that might be Holdorf. Dunhill rolls to his left. Left side throw, complete to Hacker, who steps out of bounds for the first down. That'll be a gain of about 13 yards.
Mickey McGuire there in coverage, looking to try and make sure that nothing gets in front of him. I'm totally fine with the fact that he did not jump this route, despite the fact that he had the opportunity. You play the football, you give up a potential game losing touchdown. He stays home and he makes sure that it doesn't get behind him.
Yeah, that is very smart football right there. Don't try to go for the glory. Try to go for the smart play and just prevent any further progress from being made. Dunhill throw is deflected at the line of scrimmage. That is incomplete. I think that might have been Barr on the deflection.
The blitz package there was screaming straight for Dunhill's head, and he knew it was there. He had no time, and there were no quick routes for him to look to. He just gets it out and throws it at receiver's feet. Lucky he did not ground it.
2nd and 10 now. 3 receivers from the I formation. Nickel package for Bossier City. Might be rushing 5. They do. Going for a bit of the handoff here. Interesting call there, but it's not going to be much. It's going to be a tackle for a loss on the play for Freddie Trammell.
Love that Freddie gives us the truffle shuffle there after a monster TFL. What a play.
And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and we are tied at 20. This is going to be a good finish. You're watching the SFL here on YouTube.
Listen to that home crowd.
The Red River faithful starting to get a little loud here. 2 receivers on each side. Dunhill will be under center with the man in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff. Dunhill has time to throw. Gets it away. Completes it to Garrett Jr., who crosses midfield down to the 44-yard line of Bossier City. 1st and 10. They're going to let this clock run down now with under 2 minutes to go.
And this is a play action rollout left, and Garrett Jr. is running a deep post. No one that's covering deep is fooled, but the difference maker here is that Dunhill has enough time because the play action buys him so much space that he's able to hit the 6'7" tight end in an open space.
I wouldn't know anything about 6'7" tight ends. I don't know what you're talking about. 1st and 10, now at the 48-yard line of Bossier City. 4 receivers for Dunhill. He rolls to his left. Gonna throw that way. Gets it completed. It'll be good for a gain of 6. And they're gonna let this clock run down. That is the right call to make here. Don't give Bossier City any time.
Looks like they're playing, and what they're thinking about doing here is they're trying to get within range of Amelia Rose's leg, which I am totally fine with. Don't take it. Maybe take a shot deep if you see an opportunity, but just get the 3 points and win the game.
They are potentially in field goal range. But not anymore! Not anymore as the run for Aaron Alexander goes for a loss. Now 3rd down and 6 from the 39-yard line. Amelia Rose's long is 51. They got to get to about the 34-yard line. Dunhill rolls to his left, throws, has the open man, completes it down to the 26-yard line. That was a catch there from number 84 of Fort Worth. That's Marcus Knight, the secondary receiver. Oh, and Bogey Barr nearly took it away. Deflected off his hands and incomplete with 18 seconds left. And you see Amelia Rose getting ready for the potentially game-winning field goal.
Bogey Barr nearly saved this football game for his team, but with that 1st down conversion, it looks like it might be lights out for the Steamers, but the faithful are still getting loud.
3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Nickel package for the Steamers. Quick pass, Dunhill, complete! Stephen Hacker now down to the 11-yard line. There'll be a timeout.
And that might just be it, because now at this range, it's something that you just cannot miss. All they're trying to do is work out whatever clock they can, eat up the last timeouts of Bossier City so they can just skate away with this one. Holy
That's
moly.
exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run it out, try to just give Amelia Rose good positioning. There's the handoff. And with 10 seconds left, JC Bacon gets about 3 yards on the play. 2nd timeout for Bossier City, now 8 seconds left.
But what a game. The second half, the Steamers came out and absolutely tried their damnedest to make it a football game, and they did.
They absolutely did. They've done a really good job of keeping up with a team that really needs to get a win here to stay in the playoff hunt. Handoff, Bacon to the 5. And that will bring out to 3 seconds left. Final timeout being called, and this is where you'll see Amelia Rose potentially kick the game winner.
No pressure, because if you miss this one, then we get extra football.
And I certainly wouldn't want to be the blemish on her record. 21-yard attempt from the right hash to win the game. Kick up, on its way. It's good! And the Toros will win it. 23-20 on the boot of Amelia Rose.
And what a way to finally put a stamp on this one, because Fort Worth goes the entire second quarter and third quarter with no points at all. They put up all their points in the first and last.
Yeah, just a great way to bookend it for Fort Worth as they come away with the win, 23-20. They now go to 7-3 on the season. So we'll take a look at some final statistics here. Boy, look at that. First downs were very even. Once Bossier City got moving down the field, you saw the statistics there got very close together.
It's absolutely something where it was they figured out what they needed to be doing in the second half, but by then overall it fell just a little bit short. They made a valiant push, but it just wasn't enough to be a winning performance at home. So they
absolutely there. And I got to give my player of the game honor to Marcus Dunhill. 21-35, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns, and with the pick, still got to 97.2 QBR. Really led his team down the field to get that Amelia Rose field goal to win the game. That's going to do it for us here from Bossier City. Final score once again, the Toros 23, the Steamers 20. For my partner Alex West, statisticians Michaela Foraker and Zach Holdorf, our commissioner extraordinaire Cameron Irvine, I'm Ethan Muslin. Don't forget tomorrow night, Monday Night Spectacular, Houston and Mexico City. That's tomorrow night.